Thanks for joining me. I'm Megan. Last week in the Learn Somatic Yoga, we did the body prayer for the upper body, which was hands to shoulders. And this week, we're going to continue onward in that journey to explore the neck. So, this is the way that I like to release the neck and also the jaw with somatic yoga. So, we do it seated. So, please come into a seated position and know that though I'm sitting on the floor, I can sit comfortably on the floor. I highly recommend otherwise you use a chair. Reason being is that when we're working on the neck and the jaw and the shoulders, if you have discomfort in your legs or your low back, it's going to be very difficult to stay present in this space that wants our awareness, that deserves our attention. So find a comfortable seated position. And that includes stacking your ears over your shoulders and your shoulders over the hips. And a nice way to find that sometimes is just take a big breath in like you're going to yawn and reach through your arms. I'll make you yawn and exhale. Sigh it out your mouth and let it go. And notice where your ears and your head and your shoulders fall. And then just take your hand to the base of the head and very gently take the base of the skull back just a little bit into your hand. I want you to feel where the base of the skull is. So we're defining where our skull is versus our neck. And then take your other hand right underneath the tip of the nose. So I call this the ponytail nose. And slide your head back and forth from the ponytail nose. And notice what that feels like. So think of moving your skull on the top of your neck. And as you're gently sliding forward and back, it's a very small movement. Where is it that you want to stop and it feels like, and you don't have to even have the hands there. Once you find the ponytail nose, you can do it without the hands. Where does it feel like your skull and your head are resting most comfortably on your neck? So oftentimes we're slightly forward of where we want to be. So find that spot and then just let your ears drip over your shoulders. So before we get started, we'll do just a gentle turning. So think of your right shoulder and moving from your nose or your skull. As you breathe in, just turn towards your right shoulder. As you breathe out, rotate your head back to the center. And doing just the right shoulder, inhale, turn towards the right. Check your range of motion. Exhale, come back to the center. So we're learning what it feels like to rotate to the right. But if you want to see, do the same thing from your chin. And does that feel different? If you move from your chin, does it feel better or worse? Is there a change? And then go back from moving from the ponytail nose again, moving from your skull. Keeping your shoulders relaxed. And last time, to the right. And notice this last time, how the muscles in the left side of the neck are stretching just slightly. And there's a compression in the right side of the neck. Just hang out there for a moment. Keep allowing your left shoulder to drop. You can even open and close your jaw a little bit. Feel that left jawbone. And then bring it back to the center. So we're going to continue to explore the left side of the neck. But this time, instead of rotating, it's a tilt. So I say that because a lot of times we think we're tilting, but we're actually rotating and tilting. So if you had a string on your ear, or if you're trying to get water out of your ear, you're going to tilt your right ear towards your shoulder on the inhale. And breathe out and come back up. Simply tilting ear towards the shoulder on the inhale. And coming back up. So explore again, what does it feel like to do this from your skull? You could even think of the roof of your mouth. That's the bottom of your skull. Can you move from the roof of your mouth? Keep the jaw relaxed and just hanging. Versus moving from your chin. Or move from your right ear. And notice how as you're breathing in, the muscles in the right, and you're falling to the right, the muscles in the right side of the neck are shortening and compressing. maybe even the top of the shoulder, and the left side is lengthening. Very simple, but moving from your skull. Next time your right ear is over your right shoulder, we're going to pause there. Let your shoulders be heavy, especially that left shoulder. And then take your left hand and place it on your chest, just below your collarbones. And try to drag your skin, your chest tissue down towards your left knee. So just a little bit of a downward and diagonal pull, pulling down and over. And what that should do is just put a little bit more of a stretch sensation in the left side of the neck, especially around the throat. Right arm's relaxed too. And then think of making a very small yes movement. You could bring your eyes or your skull forward and back, and then go back like you're looking up. So tiny little yes motion. And notice as you're coming forward in your yes, the stretch will go more into the back of the left side of the neck. And as you lift up, you'll feel it more in the front of the throat. So we're even getting in the back, the upper trapezius muscles. You can feel right where that comes in through your neck to the base of the skull as the head comes forward. As you're coming back, you're experiencing the front of the neck, the SCM, sternocleidomastoid, scalene muscles, among other things. And you might have a sweet spot where you just want to stop and be. Keep relaxing the weight of the left shoulder and arm. The other thing you can do is you may notice the stretch through the left jawbone and just gently open and close your jaw. Move that left jawbone around. You can also do a teeny tiny no with your head, looking more to the right and then up to the left. You're just exploring. Take the skull back, take the skull forward. Last one. And then letting your hand come down. Feel all that open space on the left side of your neck, and very slowly see what it feels like to return your skull over the center of your neck. Go really slow. Where is that center? You'll find that it's hard to locate it perhaps. And now take that magic moment to be present in the two sides of your neck, even through your face and your skull. Notice the left, notice the right. Feel the position of the two shoulders. So that full awareness of how these simple stretches may not have changed how you look physically, although it could have, but what you feel inside of yourself as a soma. That's the beauty of these practices. Your brain is relearning to release and let go of these muscles, and at the same time, how to locate them, to engage them when we need to. So that's the balance, the doing and the undoing. And let's explore the other side. So notice yourself from your ponytail nose, maybe take the skull back, and we'll start by just breathing in and turning towards the left shoulder and breathing out and coming back. And can you turn from your skull? You said the roof of the mouth is part of the skull, the bottom of the skull. And sometimes you have more or less range of motion on one side than the other. It's just a note for yourself. These don't have to be done to the breath, but the breath is one of our red flags. When we stop breathing, we know that the nervous system is resisting, and that means it's not learning. So if you know you're moving to a functional, comfortable breath, your nervous system is happy. And next time you take it over to the left, we'll just pause. Can you keep your shoulders relaxed? Feel yourself from your skull. Even feel your eyes inside your skull. And then turn back to the center. Float it back. Now we'll do the tilt. So this is not a rotation. It's lateral or side bending the neck. So think of your left ear, and as you breathe in, bring the left ear to the left shoulder. And breathe out and come back up. And can you sense those muscles shortening in the left side of the neck and lengthening in the right side and even the top of the right shoulder, getting a little stretch, maybe through the jaw. Inhaling, ear to shoulder. Exhale, just let the head float back up. Check for any tension or tightness in the shoulders and the jaw. Also in the low back and the legs. If you need to switch your position, do that. There's no sense in not listening to your body. Can you keep your focus and your awareness in your neck? The next time we're tilted, we'll stay there. Take the right hand just below the collarbones. Find your collarbones, a beautiful bony landmark, and imagine dragging your chest tissue, the skin slightly down towards your right hip. Just a little bit of a pull, stretching out the skin, the latissimus muscles, getting that little stretch there. And then you can begin to make tiny motions, bringing the skull forward, like you're doing a yes, and bringing the skull back. And notice moving from a skull in different parts of the skull. So your eyes, you can move from your eyes with the eyes open or closed. You can move from the roof of the mouth, the ponytail area, the nose, versus moving from your chin. And just feeling the way as your head comes forward, that stretching is moving towards the back of the neck. And as your head lifts up, you can feel it more in the front of the neck, the throat. If you've got a sweet spot, stop there. Just hang out. Keep relaxing your right shoulder. Check in with your breath. And you might open and close your jaw. Find that right jawline. You can feel it all the way into your ear. So this is your TMJ, temporomandibular joint here, and we can find that in this gentle stretch. And sliding your jaw. And then that opportunity to do slight no movement with the head, looking over the left shoulder. So now that rotation. And back up towards the sky. And all an effort just to feel the right side of your neck releasing, relaxing, and lengthening. Tongue soft in the mouth. Go ahead and drop your right arm down, let that go. And we'll begin to very slowly float your head back to the center. Where is that center? If you're floating your skull, so it's like your neck is a pedestal and your beautiful brain sitting in your skull is trying to find that point where it can be most easeful, safe, and relaxed, sitting at the top of your spine on your neck. Where is that spot? And taking a few breaths. So when we work with the throat, we're working with the Vishuddha chakra. Take a few breaths in your nose, like you're breathing right to the base of the throat, under your collarbones. Vitalize the throat. You can breathe in and out your nose, or breathe in your nose to the base of the throat like you're smelling something yummy. And breathe out and let it go. I hope your throat feels soft, your jaw is relaxed, and you feel a sense of lightness where your head, your skull are sitting on your neck, shoulders relaxed. Thanks for joining me. Remember to subscribe so you see what's coming up next Saturday. And thank you, patrons, for all your support and for all of you who donate to this channel to keep us going. Peace, joy, love, and light.